Hello and welcome to today's Hurricane Outlook discussion, recorded on the 19th of July. Today we're going to be looking at the upcoming favourability pattern in the Atlantic Basin. So let's have a look at the Atlantic Basin as a wide-scale view of our satellite imagery. We can see not much is really happening. We do have a front that is located in this area. I'll just put that back onto pen and draw over that, sorry about that. We do have a cold front, just a front in this area that is sitting pretty much across the south and south across the United States of America. We have our big subtropics high sitting to Bermuda and extending back up to the Azore Islands, and this is pumping everything like dry air and tropical waves to the west and bringing them towards land. So that's the setup right now, and this is not like looking to be changing it anytime soon. This could be actually sticking around into the peak of the hurricane season that is in the first week of September. So we'll have to keep an eye on this high pressure as this high is going to be staying everything to the west. We do see some healthy tropical waves coming off the coast of Africa for this time of the year. This one has my attention a little bit. Not expecting any development as the NHC hasn't said anything about any areas for transfer development in the next 5 days. So nothing to worry about. The only reason I say at this moment in time it's got my attention is it does have some alright some activity associated with it, but I'm not expecting any development really, as we got most of this stable air due to this high pressure sitting across the Atlantic Basin. Also, we do have the Saharan air layer as well. A lot of dry Saharan air in this area as well, so I'm not expecting any development with this potential system. So let's take a look at the sea surface temperature anomalies. This is our NOAA's coral reef map. This has been updated since yesterday. So what we see is our Nino 3.4 region, I believe this is the 2 region and the 1.2 regions, and basically the Nino 3.4 region is where we measure to see if we're in a La Nina, El Nino, or a cold neutral or warm neutral. So this is really the area where we look for these potential events, and we do see that there has been west easterlies over the past couple of days, pushing eastwards and upping cooler water behind it. This is most prevalent in the Nino 3.4 region as well as the Nino 2. I believe it is the 2.1 area as well. I had to double check that. Don't quote me on that one, but there has been some cooling down in this area, and this could be the signs to come as we move into the peak of the hurricane season, as the National Hurricane Center has officially issued a La Nina watch. And just a quick note, to get a La Nina we need to be in a certain range of a temperature for 3 months in a row, so it has to be below 0.5 for 3 months in a row to be classed as a La Nina. We can look at the background environment and see really what we have. We still do have this large area of cooler waters that stops any tropical cyclones really pushing up to the north and impacting land masses up here to the west coast. But this cool area, it really is does represent a La Nina based state, so I have to keep an eye on this for cool patch and our Nino 3.4 region to see if there's any more support for a La Nina in the peak of the hurricane season. We do see some warm anomalies here, but this is just due to some westerlies in this area, not very strong. I would expect this to start cooling off rather soon. Not seeing dramatic cooling, but we are seeing some cooling down now, as I can show you that on the Nino 3.4 index. And we did see we've been warming pretty much across the region for the past couple of months now, and we have started to see some decrease in the sea surface temperatures, and we're currently sitting at just 0.056 degrees above average for this time of the year. sorry. Yeah, but you do see this, we've got the line coming down now, so I'd expect really, but probably by end of July, beginning of August, we'll be just sitting at the 0.0 range. So that's the Eastern Pacific side. Now let's take a look at the Atlantic Basin. And what we see is the Gulf of Mexico is really warm, supported sea temperatures above the 26 degrees. Temperatures support tropical cyclones, but we do see the Gulf of Mexico is widely around 30 to 29 to 30 degrees, so well supported enough. And we do see the same in the Caribbean, as well as MDR now starting to warm up as well. We've seen some of the cooler, warmer waters from the Atlantic Nino we've been seeing. They have pushed up to the north, as well as we are starting. We've not seen any of these warmer sea temperatures up in the subtropics to come down south, but I would expect some of it to migrate to maybe the development region. So we are starting to see our sea surface temperatures budge up to the north. So we do see that the 26 degree line where we need for supported sea surface temperatures is now starting to creep on to the 15 north latitude. So this is going to be really important as waves coming off a bit to the north of where the intertropical convergence line is at the moment. They will be having supported sea surface temperatures in to support tropical cyclone genesis if everything else is a favourable environment. What we can also take a look at is our operation heat content. This is the tropical cyclone's fuel that allows it to upwell warmer water, and just for reference, the darker reds is your more operation heat content in the lighter blues, and to known blues represents the less operation heat content. We do see that the Western Caribbean as well has a lot of operation heat content available. Same for like the southern tip of the Mediterranean region, a lot of operation heat content available in this area. And what's really got my attention over the past couple of weeks really is our Gulf of Mexico. We do have a really warm patch over here, and if you get a track that is already well developed in this area, and we start to see a track come like this and then up like this or to the west, what's going to be happening is as it moves over this cool water, if it's already well organized and is having the right background environment as well, we could really just get a bombshell system that can really spin gain intensity. And this is due to all this warm operation heat content available, and this, especially in this little patch. Even if a system that has came out of the Western Caribbean not very well organized and moves over this patch of warmer water, it still can favor any system crossing over there. So have to keep an eye on this, as this will be a big player really for the Gulf shore, as like I said, any system moving through this area will get pretty much a bombshell in intensity if other background factors are favourable enough. So let's take a look at the Kelvin waves and our MGO. This is the Kelvin wave. We do see a suppressed Kelvin wave starting to come in from the Eastern Pacific. We do see a suppressed Kelvin wave just off the coast of Africa. We do see this small area of enhanced, but nothing really that's going to favour anything in the mainland region or the Western Caribbean. So again, we are in an unfavourable pattern at this moment of time, as well as the MGO phase. We've got a massive suppressed phase moving across the basin right now, and even into next week we've still got the suppressed phase. It's moving off to the west, moving over Africa, and then back into the Indian Ocean, and eventually into the Western Pacific. And as we get into this week 2 forecast, this brings us to the 2nd of August. Now we start to see our more favourable pattern of the MGO passing through the Western Pacific, the Eastern Pacific, and just into the Western Caribbean. By week 3, this obviously would be moving into the Atlantic Basin as a whole. So we'll have to see how strong this is, but for now, we are expecting the MGO to push over into the Atlantic Basin. These do move around the Earth. I think it's 30 to 60 days, these things, these Marian Juliations move across the Earth, so it's not a surprise, but it's just whether they line up with other things to help tropical cyclone Janice occur. So we are moving into a favourable pattern in the first week of August, so we'll have to keep an eye out for any tropical cyclones. Like I said, there's not really much to worry about in this short moment in time. We can take a look at the GFS vorticity map. This is about 5,000 feet off the ground. As we move out time, there is this area that I did highlight. We do see some vorticity, but nothing strong, nothing that's suggesting any development with this area. And as we move out in time, we see that not much really does occur. We do see more waves coming off a bit more north, but nothing really develops on this run. Maybe we'll have to watch in the subtropics as we do this get that dying cold. No, I don't know if it's this dying front that moves into the Atlantic Basin, and we could see an area spin up in this area. But like I said, by the time there will be a suppressed Kelvin wave as well as the suppressed MGO passing through. So we'll have to keep an eye on this as these areas at this time of year, especially, we have to keep an eye out as they could spin up as they are at the tail end of a front. I believe we saw maybe two or three systems last year, I believe, that formed off a front dying in the Atlantic Basin. I'll double check that, but I do believe it was around 2 to 3, so we'll have to keep an eye out for those. They are quite tricky to forecast as you never know really, but as we move on time, nothing really in the Atlantic Basin to worry about. Maybe just an area in the Eastern Pacific we'll have to keep an eye out for the West Coast, but nothing at the moment in the Atlantic Basin or the Eastern Pacific. And I'll take us out to the 2nd of August, 4th of August really, sorry, with this model run, and we see that nothing really is in development beyond the 5-day main and even into the long range. So nothing to worry about at this moment in time, but we are going to be looking to get more active in the first week of August as we do get our MGO passing through. So that's all for today's video. I will have the climate model video coming out in the next couple of days. It has been delayed due to some issues, but except from that, that's all from me. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and comment down below if you have anything to add or anything I missed. So stay safe everyone, bye.